And hello, and firstly, I should say a very happy new year to everyone. Now, I was going to produce some other videos, but because it's Christmas time and New Year, I've been so busy. But I thought to myself, what I'm going to do, because it's the 1st of January today, I thought I'm going to put some new wheels on one of my gold G-Shocks. Now, the new wheels is a factory fresh bracelet for the Color GMW-B5000 that was released actually a couple of years ago. And the reason that I've got this is because it has the gold colorway. And I believe it's the only rubber bracelet that Casio have ever done for the GMW. Now, of course, this bracelet is going to go with the TFG, which is going to look super. Firstly, the keeper is the same colorway. It's actually the exact same color as both the TFC and the GD-9 with the negative display. And the reason this looks a little different is because it has polished parts and brushed parts against the polished parts, and that's what's given it a slightly different luster in different lights. But I've had this, I've looked at this in the window many times now, and I can see that the polished and brushed part of the buckle and keeper here, it is the same colour match. And so I thought, okay, so which watch is going to get the new wheels? Now, because this has a negative display and the rubber strap is dark, I thought actually that's going to look really nice. But then I thought, hold on, what about the TFG here? Because that's going to look really nice as well. Now, when I put this up to the TFG, I thought actually I think I prefer that because it's got the negative display, and my preference probably is negative. But then I thought, hold on, let's put the strap against the negative display. Sorry, this has the positive display, and the positive display does look good with the black. But I thought the negative display looks even better with the black strap, and I thought, actually, yeah, it does look, well, they both look really good. But I only have one strap here, so I have to make a decision. And then I thought, hold on, this is one of my favourite watches that I do wear, probably more than the negative display. So I thought, okay, what I'm going to do is retire, is not put the bracelet on this one, but I'll put it on the negative display. But I wanted to show you the decision process before I did that, because you can see how cool that looks there against how cool that looks there. I mean, you can see this is going to look really cool, whichever one I go for. Anyway, so I thought, okay, let's put the TFC out of the way. And then I thought, why don't I try and do this on camera, because it's a real pain in the bum. Now, what you'll need to do a wheel change on a GMW is these screws are 2.5 millimeters, and I've already loosened this one because I knew it was going to be a tough thing to do. But I thought I can still show you how I do that. So what I've got here is it's actually a cushion from a Zinn watch case. And if I show you this watch case here, there you go, and this sort of, it goes in there, and you put the watch around there. But what I'm wanting to do is stabilize this so I can get my screwdrivers in. So what I have found this Zinn watch case is really good for is I use it as a cushion for the GMWs or any of the G-Shocks that that require you to take the pins out like this. And I've got it fastened there, so it's a little tight. But what it does, it keeps the watch in place. So now I'm able, and I haven't practiced this with the camera there, so this is going to be jolly hard, but I have already loosened the screws, but I thought, let me do it on camera and let's see how far we get. So you'll have to bear with me. So you literally just put the blades of the screwdrivers up to the screw heads, and when they align, you'll feel it sort of fit in. And I don't know if I've yeah. So I can feel I've got one, but not the other side. Ah, there we go. And so I'm now able to undo the screws. So I've actually managed to do it on this one side here. I don't know if you can tell that. So that's been successful there. And if I just spin this round, I'll get this other side. Now this other side was tighter, but I've already managed to loosen it. So this might be nice and easy. Because what I'm going to do in a moment is take the watch off anyway, and with my nails I'm going to remove the screw heads in any case, and take this bracelet off. But let's just see if I can show you how hard or easy it is. There we go. Yeah, I can literally feel the Loctite still, even though, you know, I've almost got it out. Look at that. Right, so I can feel that's at the edge now. Right, so I'll put the screwdrivers aside just there, and I can take this off this. There we go. So one of the screws has popped out. That's fine. And I shall remove this pillow watch cushion, because I don't need that now. So you can see that one of the screws has come out, and I've got a feeling that this one's going to come out nice and easy as well. And hopefully you can see me with my hand. Actually, and what I do sometimes is that the friction of my finger will hold that one end of the screw there, and I should be able to get this on here. This is fiddly, so this is why I'm showing it to you on camera, because it is jolly fiddly. There we go. Yeah, so I can feel that I've got the friction on one end, and I've managed to got that. So there we go. That's working really well. And if I tip that over there, so I've got the other screw there. And let's get this. There we go. So they've all come out now. And now the reason why the bracelet is still in place is because there are tubes that are still in there. But at this point, I can show you the screws and the screws, the male end and the female end, and they're actually in gold IP, which I find interesting. And I always thought that that this was a steel alloy that was actually created in gold color, but this would appear. That's what it appears to me, but I am told that, you know, that it is ion plated. But I'm still not sure about that, because why ion plate the whole thing when it's not visible? But I suppose, you know, why not? Now so the bracelet is still attached to the case, because there are these tubes inside. Now if I use the 2.5 screwdriver, and I'm careful, I can probably, there we go, I can just feel one of the tubes actually, and I might need to use a small screwdriver, although I think that fitting is, because I can see that the tube is just coming out. There we go. I might be able to actually nip it with my own fingernails, and yeah, I can feel that one is coming. Look at that. So there's the tube there, and I'll see if I can just gently push the tube out on this side. I should be able to do that. Actually, I don't want to make it tight, so let's get that out there. And I can see the tube is just coming through there. Yeah, there it is. Right, so let me see if I can do the same on this side. Yeah, there we go. So in one moment, the bracelet's going to come off. I've got the tubes, so they're actually steel tubes. And the bracelet has come off just like that. So look at that. So you can really see how we're doing here. Now this is the watch head, and this is one of the reasons that I do like G-Shock, is because when you hold the watch head like this, I start to see the build quality and the design engineering that has gone into this thing, and it really is super. And the laser etching, I think it's laser etched or laser printed, but all the information on the case back there, is really cool. But I start to notice the G-Shock brilliance when I've got the watch head in my hand like this. But the real cool thing right now is we can put up the bracelet, and look at that. That does look good. Yeah, that does look super, doesn't it? Look at that. Actually, I can put it down like that so you can get an even better shot, but look at that. So that's going to look really cool. And what's nice about doing this with these full metals is that I can almost put the strap back on by reinserting these tubes, so it's going to hold the strap in place. Let's see if I can do this without too much wriggling around. It should go in nice and easy. So there we go. I felt it fall in place there when I pushed. There we go. How cool is that? And I shall do the same on this side. So let me put that up there, and then put this tube in here. And so what I'm doing is just pushing the rubber strap inside the case so that the tube fits in nicely. Let me set. Although this is a little bit harder for some reason. Actually, let me try that. There we go, done it. Yeah, if I push that way, and then I felt that going very nicely. So look at that. That is so cool. Now what I can do is I could put the pins in here. I could fasten it with these pins. But right now I know that that's going to be nicely held in place, and right now I could put this on my wrist. But as you can see, I haven't yet taken the stickers off, but I'm going to do that right now. So there's one sticker, and the other sticker is here. Look at that. That does give it a new look. It really does. Let me just put my arm off camera so that I can see a little better. There we go. So look at that. That looks cool, doesn't it? So I've actually got to go outside now in the sunshine, and I thought I'm going to wear this today and see how I get on with it. But I suppose what I should do is put the pins in. So why don't I do that? That's going to take me. Oh, I can probably do it on camera. I've done everything else on camera. Why don't I do that on camera? Okay. So this is how I do it. I put the screw side in first, and I hold that in place with my finger, and then I put the female part of the screw in. And what I'm feeling for here is that the screws, negative and the male and female, engage, and my finger is holding the male part in place on the other side. And I think I think I can just tell I've nipped on there. Yeah, I have. Yes, so that's going on. But when it hits the Loctite, I won't actually. I should be able to feel it spinning my finger, and that's when I'll need to use the other screw. Well, let me just check. This is a bit fiddly. I mean, I admit that it really is, but yeah, it's that Loctite I'm dealing with there. You can feel that it's that the screw threads are aligned, but I'm pushing against the Loctite, so I will need the other screwdriver. So I'll come back in a moment and do that. But let's do this one whilst we're on camera here. I can't believe I'm doing this on camera because it is fiddly. It's fiddly without a camera in your face, but I seem to be managing here. So let me just put that. So that should all be nice and perpendicular. Although it should be. Yes, I think I've got that now. And let's put this this down this way. And so I'm going to hold the male part with my left finger, and if I just reverse that, there we go, I felt that nip on the thread there, so I know that that's definitely caught it, so that's great. And so there's less Loctite on this one because I can feel it, so that's great. And this one here, let's see if I can, with my left finger, the friction should hold it in place, and I should be able to turn this a little more. I can tell this one has a little more Loctite on it. And yeah, so why don't I, because it's a little fiddly, and I don't want to be do it on camera so what I may do is turn the camera off just for a moment, and then I'll turn it back on when I've got the screws nipped up. Can you believe it? I turned the camera off, and my screwdriver, I did it so easily, but both of those are nipped up now, so it's done. The new wheels on the B5000GD-9 are there. And that's what it looks like. Let's see if I can, that's what it looks like. And not on the wrist, but I'll put it on the wrist now. And look at that. It's pretty cool. In fact, there's not enough room for me to actually, so let me put that on there. So I wear, on the rubber strap, I actually put them on quite loosely because if I run or something like that, it seems to be, it's a very comfortable, I have to say, with the full metal rubber straps, you know, they are super comfy. And we know that in this month, G-Shock are going to release an MRG titanium version of this on a higher quality rubber strap here with a folding buckle. And that's on my radar, but I'm pausing, and also the carbon is on my radar, but the carbon has a negative display, and I do prefer the positive display. And I suppose what I should do is, why don't I quickly compare these two. So this is the bracelet, this is the rubber strap. It does look good, doesn't it? It really does. And I suppose this makes a lot of sense because it you know, it does visually look a lot more different now to this one, but they're both gold still. And I keep thinking I do like these gold G-Shock squares. I really do. But this is the one I'm going to wear today for January the 1st, 2024. And randomly, this is the watch that I shall be wearing today, and literally when I stop filming here, I'm going to go outside and go for a run anyway, and take this with me. So maybe I'll get a photo of that. Anyway, for the time being, once again, I hope everybody is well, and a very happy January the 1st, 2024.